Good morning. Hello, everyone. I'll wait for people to file in here, but today we're going to be talking through my process of getting ready for brunch. And I love brunching. I think it's the perfect thing to do on the weekend, during the week if you have that time. I love doing it on the weekend because it's just like a slow moment and getting ready. And so the process of eating food with friends, with families, with loved ones, and like having that moment is really precious to me. But then like the before parts where you're like getting ready for brunch, I think that could be like its own little moment too, especially if you want to have like a little mini spa day beforehand, which is what I do every time I have brunch. So that's what we're going to walk through today, my process of how I get ready for a brunch. So I'm going to walk through my skincare routine that I do on the weekends, and then I'm going to do a little bit of like an extra things here or there that I like to do to make it a little more fun, make it a little more spa day-y. And then I'm going to walk through my makeup routine, which is pretty light for brunch. And so that is what I'm going to talk through today. So I'm going to start with my cleanser, and my cleanser that I use is the Hawthorne face cleanser. And so this is going to be technically a men's cleanser, but I like it a lot because it has a nice exfoliant to it, and it smells really nice. I personally really like the cleansers from the men's lines, because they smell nicer than women's products sometimes, and like in a really real way. And so I really like that about them, and so that's why I keep buying them and trying them out. And I really like this one because it has a nice lather to it too. This is what the bottle looks like in hand. And just put a little bit here to show you. You don't really need that much to get it going. So what you're gonna do is just put like a little bit larger than a pea size into your palm, into your hands, and kind of rub it around. And then you're ready to put it on your face. And I really like to use this in the morning because of the exfoliator, because of the smell. Those things together just makes it like a really, really relaxing moment for me. And like, for some reason, I love the way it like sticks and stays on your face a little bit, because then you get to play around with that product a little more and kind of use more of it to your advantage. So what I did just there is I grabbed like a little bit more water just to keep it going. And for this cleanser, you can bring it down to your chest if you would like. Totally good for that as well. And I'm gonna stick to my face today. And when you're exfoliating your face, you want to do it for at least a minute, unless you're like in a super duper hurry. But you really gotta take that time to really, especially if it has an exfoliator, and doubly especially if it doesn't have an exfoliator in it, you want to make sure that you are in fact cleansing out all of your pores. Hi Lynn, thanks for joining. So you just want to make sure you take your time and really get in there and massage your face. Massaging your face too is really going to help open up and keep the circulation under your skin going as well. That'll help your skin look younger over time. Alright, so that is the Hawthorne face cleanser. I'm going to wipe it off with the Muslin cloth. So it's here. These are really nice for a lot of things. I use them quite a bit, especially if I'm taking a face mask off my face and I don't want to just like run my hands repeatedly underwater. I use muslin cloth. And they're really nice and delicate on your face. So I like that a lot. And they're really effective too with getting masks and taking those off your face. All right, so now that we're done cleansing, I want to talk quickly about the hair clips that I have in my hair. They're from Kitsch, and they're really good for pinning back bangs. If you have like voluminous hair like I do and it just kind of goes everywhere, they're good for pinning that kind of hair back too. When you're doing your skincare or your makeup routines, it's really helpful just like not to have your hair in your face while you're doing all of that. So I really like them. Come in a pack of 4, and the better thing about them is that you can also style them if you wanted to after you're done doing whatever routine you're doing. If you wanted to wear them out, you totally could. And I have a video on my profile showing you a few different ways that you can do that if you wanted to. So those are the hair clips. I use them quite a bit. I'm gonna move on to my face oil now because that is the next part of my routine. And I've been using the Joanna Vargas Rescue Serum. So here's what the little bottle looks like. It's a cute little bottle, and it has an interesting top to it. It has a button on top, and then you screw it. It took me a while to figure out how to use it because I was trying to open it and then use the button and then like not drop at the same time. So definitely like push the button first, and then you unscrew it. And then the serum is inside of the tube after that. So what I do is I put a little bit in my hand because this one travels quickly. I tried dropping it on my face and it just like fell off my cheek right away. So use this one in hand and then apply. And then again, when you're applying any product, you want to make sure that you move in an upwards and outwards direction. Be very delicate around your eyes as well. And what I'm gonna do for a little bit here is roll my face with the Jade Roller. It's another thing that I like to do during my more spa-y skincare routines in the morning. It also helps get the circulation going under your skin. I just recently got an ice roller in my new flip box, and so I'm really excited to try that out and see how that compares to regular Jade Roller. Curious to see. It's in the fridge right now, so it's cooling. Well, it's in the freezer actually. That's what it told me to put it on the box. So curious to see if I like it and how it works. I know putting cold things on your face is good for helping like inflammation and like puffiness. So I'm for sure that putting it in the freezer is definitely gonna help with that. And then taking it out. You don't go straight from your freezer to your face, because I think that would hurt. You leave it out for a few and then you apply it and you roll it. So I'll have a review and an unboxing coming shortly for that. I'm excited to try it out. I also like really want a skincare fridge for all of my skincare that can be put in the fridge. Just want to have it to see if it really makes a difference with the products and the ingredients in them. So face rolling in general is really good to help wake up your skin and all of the things going on underneath of it, to get it moving. It's also just really nice to do it in the mornings to help wake up. I'm like guilty of rubbing my eyes in the morning to try and wake myself up. I'm just like get out all of like the sleep and all that stuff and like try and get my eyes open and moving. But face rolling can do the same thing. You can do it for how long or how short you want. I like to do it until I feel like I'm getting repetitive. And then I'm like, all right, I think I'm done. Okay, so leave it there. So the moisturizer, the moisture from the Rescue Serum came in really handy there for the face roller, because you don't want to face roll when your skin is dry, because it's gonna tug on your skin, and your skin on your face is really delicate. So you just wanna make sure that you use enough face oil or serum, whatever you're gonna use to moisturize your face before you actually roll it. So that is the face oil and face roller part of my routine and getting ready for brunch. Next, I am going to do a lip scrub. Now this lip scrub is not on Flip, it's from Burt's Bees, and it's something that I bought a while ago, but I didn't use very often because there wasn't a lot of exfoliant in the lip scrub itself, and so I was a little disappointed by it, so I just kind of tossed it to the side. But recently I found out there's like a little trick you can do if you come across a lip scrub that doesn't have enough exfoliant in it for you, and it's to use a baby toothbrush. And I tried it out yesterday for the first time, and it blew my mind because like it really helps bring back the exfoliation that you want when you're doing a scrub. So what you do, so I don't know if you can see that, but it's like pretty like flat, like there's not a lot of exfoliant in it, and it's more like a moisturizer than it is a lip scrub. So you just take a little bit of the toothbrush here and you dip it in and get a little bit of the scrub or the product, and then you rub it on your lips. You just keep rubbing, and it's like a really good way to scrub the dead skin off of your lips. I'm going for a little more here. It's a little hack you can use if you don't like how much exfoliant is in your lip scrub as it comes. I have like 4 or 5 lip scrubs total. I'm guilty of like collecting things. And some have like a lot of sugar exfoliant in it, some of them really don't. Some of them just have like a very hint of it, and so I'm happy that I found this thing. And it does leave your lips feeling super soft afterwards. You can just keep doing it until you feel like your lips are feeling softer, you don't feel any more dead skin on your lips. All the crystals have dissolved. It's a good indicator too. All right, and I'll do it. And then you're left with just like a really nice lip balm too, from the lip scrub itself. So it's a win-win. Okay. So next I'm gonna move on to my face moisturizer, and that is also from Hawthorne. It is their lightweight moisturizer, so it's more of a gel than it is like a creamy moisturizer. So you need only a little bit. Because this doesn't have an SPF in it, you do have to add in your own. But it kind of feels like a gel cleanser when you first put it on, until you realize it's not gonna lather. But again, it feels really nice, feels really cooling. You get a cooling sensation, and then the smell too is also really nice. And Hawthorne, the brand itself, is very much affordable, and that's what I really like about it as well. A lot of skincare can be kind of pricey, and so for them to have an entire line of products that is accessible, I think is really good and needed. Because a lot of times it can be a little more on the expensive side. I'm just applying my SPF. My foot fell asleep, so if you see me wiggling, I'm like trying to pick my foot up without being too obvious, but whatever. Okay, so I think that's it for the skincare part of this. There is one more product that is the anti-aging balm from Osea, and that more so goes on your body. I'm gonna put it on my chest a little bit, but it's really just there for the shine and to add like some more nutrients back into your body. So this is what the bottle itself looks like, and I put on a little bit earlier, but I'll show you kind of what the product looks like. You don't need a lot of this to spread it around, but what you'll do is just kind of rub it in anywhere that you are worried about wrinkles. If you're worried about firmness, it helps with both of those things. So I use this on my chest, on my stomach, on my butt, anywhere where I want to kind of keep the nutrients and putting all of the good things back into the body that you lose during the day to help keep it looking firm, looking younger, longer, things like that. So here it is rubbed in, and then I don't know if you can tell like kind of the difference between, like this is a lot shinier, this is kind of a little more dull here, but really good to use on your chest and anywhere you want to age gracefully. And it smells amazing. It feels like really lush and luxe, so that never hurts too. All right, so that then is the end of the skincare portion. So now I'm gonna move on to doing a little makeup routine that I do before I step out. And it's pretty simple. So I start with an eyeliner usually, and this is Covergirl, and it's actually a blue eyeliner. But you can't really tell like out in the world, out in the sun, it looks like a black eyeliner, but I like to use it because it kind of makes me happy that I'm not just wearing like a plain black eyeliner. The way that I've applied eyeliner has also changed a lot since I started wearing makeup. Like I used to do just the corners, and then I did the half eyelid thing. I used to wear top liner a lot, and then I stopped doing that. Now I only wear bottom liner, unless it's like a fancy event or something. So there's that. And then let's see, let's move on to the eyeshadow, which is from Hourglass. And it is, it's super, super tiny. I was thrown off by it when I got it in my flip box. I thought it was gonna be like a palette sized eyeshadow, and I guess in some palettes they're this large, but to have it come in like a single package like this, it was kind of funny to see. So what I do is just take like a regular eyeshadow brush and dab it. And the color is like a rose gold color. It's really pretty. Good for brunch or like a holiday outing even. I just feel like it has a lot of versatility to it. So what I do is kind of start on my eyelid, and then I bring it up a little bit to the top part of my eyelid. Just kind of fan it out. Okay, So there's one done there. And like, I don't know, like it's subtle too, but it's also just like, oh, they're wearing eyeshadow. And it's kind of a nice like little pop. This is definitely like my home base palette. I definitely stay in the rose golds area quite a bit. I don't really venture out. Although I did try an NYX palette that was like a brights palette, and that was really fun. Did a lot of fun looks there. But there's only a few times that I wore it out in like everyday clothes. Otherwise I just kind of go to kind of these more neutrals. Now I don't use eyeshadow primer. These Hourglass palettes stay pretty well without them. I also don't use eyeshadow primer in general. I just kind of just like let things fade away. The only thing I had to do is like in my crease I apply a little more, but other than that, it's pretty good. All right, so we'll leave it there for the eyeshadow, but I really like the color and I'm happy I picked it up. All right, next let's do our brows. And so that is also from Hourglass and it's a brow gel. I'm not a pencil person. Maybe you've tried a pencil once, but the brow has just always worked for me and that's what I started using too. So this is what the brush looks like. It's a little larger than what I was expecting when I opened it up, but it's still like useful and effective. So what I do when I'm doing my brows is just brush up. And honestly, it depends on the occasion. Like if I'm going out, then I'll brush it up more. Like the more like intense I want to be, the more that I brush it up. But usually for like something a little more low key or chill, I'll kind of like brush up in the beginning and then fan out at the ends. Just to get the look that I want. So the color that I grabbed is a little lighter than my eyebrow color, my natural eyebrow color. And I kind of like it. Like I was a little worried at first when I opened it up, but then when I put it on, it kind of makes it look more natural because it looks like there's like dimension to the color in your hair and the hairs. So, worked out in my favor. And then if you put on a little too much, what you can do is take a regular spool or a spoolie and just kind of even it out and brush it through. There we go. Oh, got a little. Okay. I can't tell if it's the sun or if it actually is like winging like that. I'm just gonna do the best I can using my phone. Okay. So I think the last thing that I'm gonna do for my eyes is put on a little mascara. And this company is called Milk Makeup. I got this actually in an Ipsy bag. It was really good, and like the brush itself is like a really good like feathery brush. And I just, again, I don't use a top liner, I just go straight for the mascara. Oh. And on the bottom. think I'm pretty even. Let's see, make the inside of this one a little more. Okay, cool, eyes are done. So I think the last thing that I wanted to talk about today was a lip gloss from Jouer, and it is the Madison shade. I also have the Beverly, which is like a lighter pink, but what I'm gonna wear to brunch today is like the darker, it's like almost a purple. Both are shoppable here on Flip, and I have the Madison pulled up. So what it is, it's a high pigment lip gloss, and so it goes on a lot of color. I think this is like a perfect, like, going into fall shade. It's perfect brunch color. You can add a second layer for a little bit more color, or you can leave it at the first. But you're getting like equal color, equal shine all the way around, and I really, really like it. It stays on pretty well too, and if I'm going somewhere and I know I'm gonna be eating, I'll definitely pull a lip gloss first rather than lipstick, just because the lipsticks I have, they just don't stay when I'm eating unless it's like one of the Color Stay and like hardcore lipsticks. But I usually like to go with a gloss because it's easy to reapply to without like having to step away to the bathroom or something. So that's it. Those are all the products that I use from Flip, some without. Thank you. To get ready for brunch. So that is my routine that I wanted to share with y'all. Thank you for coming to watch. I really appreciate it, and I will talk to y'all soon. Bye.